In this session, we will walk through the steps to set up a GT1P module with a PC. You will learn how to display your PC screen on a GT1P module and adjust the module's brightness. GT1P series modules are simple touch display monitors. They are comprised of a TFT display, touchscreen, and PCB board that handle touchscreen and/or display interfacing. GT1P modules can be connected to a host board with various forms of video output and serial input to read in touchscreen information. Today we'll be covering a model that has HDMI and micro USB connections. HDMI is used for the display, while USB is used for the touchscreen. In this case, the customer's host board can be anything that sends an HDMI or DVI signal and accepts an HID-compliant touch input through USB or I2C for plug-and-play. Examples for these are a Windows 10 PC or a Raspberry Pi single-board computer, or SBC, running a full operating system. Additionally, we'll explore a command to adjust display brightness. In future webinars, we'll explore commands that adjust touchscreen sensitivity. To start, we need to connect the HDMI and micro USB cables between the host PC and GT1P module. For this webinar, we will be using the 7-inch GT1P display module. Most of this material is applicable for the other size modules as well. Any HDMI Type A connector is compatible with the GT1P module. As long as the host module is transmitting a DVI-compatible video signal, the host PC connector doesn't matter. Please note that the GT1P module does not accept HDCP encryption, so host devices like DVD players will not be compatible. The GT1P module has a micro USB connector and is HID compliant. HID stands for Human Interface Device, and this compliance means no extra drivers are required for touch to work. Once the host PC and TFT module are connected and powered, touch will work automatically. We would like to note that GT1P modules cannot accept power via USB. Power must be applied via the designated connector. On our 7-inch GT1P module, the power connector is labeled CN7 and requires a special mating connector. The display module accepts 5 volts and needs at least 1.5 amps of current. If necessary, cables can be purchased through Noritake. The 5-inch GT1P module has the same power connector, but located at CN5. The 10.1-inch GT1P module, however, uses a different JST connector with a larger pitch at CN2. Be sure to connect the mating connector to the TFT module before applying power through the power cable. Now that the necessary cables have been connected to the GT1P module and host PC, apply power to the GT1P module. You should see your PC screen appear on your GT1P module. If this is not the case, don't worry. We have a few troubleshooting points that may help. First, try to cycle power on the GT1P module. Once it receives power again, your PC screen might appear. If this does not work, make sure your host PC is outputting a resolution of 800 by 480 or smaller. This can be done on Windows 10 by going to Settings, Display, then select the secondary monitor, scroll down to Display Resolution, and choose 800 by 480. Raspbian on Raspberry Pi may show the desktop screen on the display, but you may have a black bar on the right side of the display. This is because the host is sending a resolution lower than 800 by 480, so you must explicitly tell the computer to change the resolution. 800 by 480 is not default resolution on the Pi, so the system defaults to a lower resolution. To change the resolution, navigate to the Pi's config.txt file. This is located in the boot folder. Please add HDMI_CVT 800 480 66000 to the text file. If you do not have root access, you may need to open and edit config.txt with the terminal using sudo. For example, you can open the file with sudo nano bootconfig.txt and add the extra configuration line with the nano editor. Now that your PC screen is on the TFT module, we will download and use a Windows GT1P tool called GT1 Pass. This tool is listed under Design Resources on our GT1P series product page. Once at the GT1P Pass page, just click on the download button. Once the GT1 Pass download is complete, navigate to your download location and unzip the file. From there, find the tools.exe file and run it. GT1 Pass should start right up and you should see this window. Now that your GT1P module is connected to your PC and GT1 Pass is running, a port must be selected to tell the tool where the GT1P module is. Click on the arrow next to the port field and the list of available ports will appear. If you are using Windows 8.1 or 10, you should see Noritake display, or the GT1P's product number. Once the module is chosen, the display information section should automatically update with the connected module's information. If you are using Windows 7, you may not see the aforementioned port options. This means you need to install WinUSB. The WinUSB installation instructions are on the GT1 Pass download page. GT1 Pass can change the attached module's brightness by simply moving the brightness slider. However, this adjusted brightness is temporary and will reset to its default value when the module is power cycled. If you would like the current brightness to persist after a power cycle, the brightness setting must be saved to memory. This can be done in GT1 Pass with the Write Memory Switch button. This will write all of the current settings to their respective memory switches, including brightness. This presentation is provided as is, and the information present is subject to change without prior notice. All copyrights and trademarks of images or audio belong to their respective intellectual property owners.